Are you considering starting a YouTube channel but confused about where to start and feel overwhelmed about doing all the things? Well, you're in the right place because today I'm going to go through a step-by-step walkthrough of how to set up your YouTube channel and how to leverage AI to make this whole process easier and hopefully a lot more fun. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a YouTube channel using AI. It's a beginner's guide, a step-by-step tutorial of all the different things that you need to go through in order to get up and running and your first video posted. This is not how to create an AI faceless YouTube channel. No. This is how to create a regular channel for you where you're showing up as your best self, but using help from tools like AI to make that process a whole lot easier and less overwhelming. So whether you're looking to start a business or grow your personal brand or become the Miss Beast, I've got you covered. So let's get started. All right, so first, let's get your YouTube channel set up. Head over to YouTube and sign in with your Google account. If you don't have one, you'll need to create one. Once you're signed in, click on your profile picture in the top right corner and select Create a Channel. You'll be prompted to choose a name for your channel, make it something catchy and reflective of the content that you plan to post. All right, so next, let's customize your channel. You'll want a profile picture and a really cool banner that, again, really reflects who you are. It's a good idea if the profile picture and a banner hints or alludes to what your channel is going to be about, or maybe gives a brief introduction or tells something about you. You can use free tools like Canva to create these assets for your YouTube channel. And Canva actually recently released some really cool AI features that can help you with this as well. All right, so now for the exciting part, creating your first YouTube video. So there are a few things that you're going to need, obviously, to create a video. You need a camera. Phones these days typically have pretty good cameras on them. You can use that. Audio is really important though, and you can get a decent microphone for less than $20 off of Amazon. For lighting, sit by a big window. That's what I'm doing right now. I do have a few lights as well, but a window will suffice. If you're curious about what I use, check the description box below for all the links. Now, plan your content. Please do this. Write a script or at least a bulleted list to help you when you sit down to record your video. It's going to help you so much, boost your confidence, and allow you to get past those blocks that tend to happen if you've sat down and tried to record a video. You will notice that you tend to kind of clam up. Most people do. So a script or a bulleted list will definitely help you push through that awkward phase. And as you get more comfortable creating videos, you might be able to sit down in front of the camera and just record. What I do is I keep a list of topics or content ideas in my phone. I just use the reminders app because it's easy to jump in there and just keep a running list of bullets. But when it comes time to actually write out my script, I use ChatGPT. I will admit, ChatGPT is a big part of writing my scripts. However, I go back and forth with ChatGPT to come up with kind of the basic outline for my script. And then when I feel happy with what Chatty, as I like to call her, has done for me, I go back in and I use all of those bullets as prompts for me to put in my own stories, examples, my own expertise and knowledge, anecdotes, and so on. So by the time I'm actually done with my script, I've Amandified the ChatGPT script, right? It's all me. It's completely unique. And I would encourage you to do the same. I mean, you do you. If you want to take a script straight from ChatGPT, that's fine, but it might come across as a little inauthentic and robotic. To me, ChatGPT really helps you get past the writer's block. And I know that a lot of creatives have the same problem, so try ChatGPT. Before we move along, I just wanna ask you to please subscribe, hit the bell, like this video. If you find this type of content helpful, it would mean so much to me to have you stick around for videos to come. There will be much more like this. Okay, so once you've recorded the video, it's time to edit. You want to use your phone or your computer. I typically use FinalCut Pro because I've had that program for many years. I also use a really cool program called Descript that has AI features. I am planning to do another video specifically on Descript and all the cool tools that you can use in that program. But there are also free programs online like DaVinci Resolve, or if you're a Mac user, it typically comes with iMovie. That's how I I got started like 10, 15 years ago, those are definitely great options as well. All right, so we have recorded, we have edited our video, and now it's time to actually put it on the platform. We want to upload our video to YouTube. It's really important to think about what that title is going to be and make sure that you fill out the description with the details of what you're talking about or what is going on in your video, because this is what's going to help the internet, not only YouTube, but also the wide web, Google, index and understand how to categorize this content. That's what we call SEO in online marketing. So you want to do your best to feed these algorithms, to feed the computers what they need so that they understand how to serve your content to the right people, the right audience, the people that are going to resonate with you and what you're putting out. A part of SEO is the description, the title, the tags that you add into your video. And you can get help doing this or finding the right keywords to use in all of these places by subscribing to tools like Tubebuddy or VidIQ, but also ChatGPT. I do use Tubebuddy myself, but I'll also pop over to ChatGPT or do some research on good old Google to find keywords that are going to be appropriate for me to work into my description, my title, my tags, and even my thumbnail. I want to make sure that my keywords that I want to be ranked for are showing up in as many places as possible and that it is all cohesive. All right, we're ready to get creative again and create our thumbnail. The thumbnail is basically the packaging of your YouTube video. Think about it, like the job of the thumbnail is to make your video stand out in a very busy place. I would really recommend using bold colors, bold text, and images that stand out. Even if it's not your personal aesthetic, remember, I'm a millennial, so I'm all beige. But for my YouTube videos, I do make an effort to really think about how can my thumbnail stand out in the crowd of what probably is showing up on my potential viewers' homepage or explore page. Canva is, again, an amazing tool to use and has a free version of their software. Really challenge yourself when it comes to creating the thumbnail, no matter how or where you create it, to think outside the box. Take a look, go into your YouTube, your own personal YouTube account, and look at the explore or the homepage and think about how can you stand out in that crowd. Okay, all the elements of your video is in place and you either schedule it to air at a later date or you post it and get it public all at once. But your job isn't done there. You need to promote your video, get into communities, post on your other social media accounts, email, text the link to your friends and family. Do whatever you can to get as many eyeballs on your video as possible in those first few hours after you post. Joining different forums like Reddit and stuff like that, it is going to help you because your tribe might be congregating in many different places outside of YouTube. However, don't forget about YouTube. The comment section is one of the best places to find like-minded people. So if you go on to YouTube channels and YouTube videos by other creators that are specifically geared towards the same audience, maybe they're creating content around the same topic or for the same niche, you're gonna find people there that likely would resonate with your content. Now, don't go there and be spammy and just tell everyone to jump over to your channel and watch your content. No. We are building authentic relationships. We're trying to build our tribe. This is the long game, right? And always think about giving more than you expect to get. All right? Let's lead with that. I think that was all for this video. Okay, bye.